Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with an orange fabric covered journal that I've made. It's made from upholstery fabric. It's lovely. I've got to keep quite still because I'm quite zoomed in. It's a lovely pattern. It's quite oranges and then the greens and the golds. So I've tried to stick with that kind of theme throughout the journal itself. I have done a different sort of closure on this to what I usually do. So I've popped this lace all the way around it, popped a bulb pin in, and then it's just got this little dingly dangly, which I thought the shape of that flower really sort of matched that flower there. So that's why I've done that. I will try to stay really still. So rather than undoing all of that, I'm just going to pull that off there. Okay, so I've then zigzagged around this. It's got a good weight to it, but I felt it needed a bit more weight, so I've used a trick that I've seen from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures, which is that on the inside, then pop in a card piece. Obviously, I'll put the thumb notch in, just because as you turn in the page, it just gives it that bit of extra oomph, but it has got a really lovely feel. There is obviously the lining that I've popped, but in the middle of there is some wadding, so it's got a good thickness. It's not all flippy floppy, you know. You can see that it's got a bit of something to it. Just check I'm in frame because I am quite zoomed in. Right, so obviously, like I said, that's just a Wendy's Journal Adventures idea, and I've popped a little journaling card in there. That's just some, I can't remember whose page this is, but that's just a collage sheet. Going over the page is a freebie from Artie Mays, a little ticket, and I've just popped that there. I have backed it so you can write on it if you wanted to. There's a piece of some sort of ledger that I've got. I can't remember. I think I bought this off somebody off Etsy. Some bridge scoring sheets. They're vintage. Love this image. Can't remember where it was from. Might be Calico Collage. Really can't remember. But I just thought that was quite in keeping with the theme of the journal. Just some different coffee dyed pages. This is an envelope that I've just clipped the flap of the envelope there. And I mean, really, I suppose you could always pop something in there if you wanted to, you know, because that would hold it in anyway. But anyway, I haven't. So, and inside here is just a card that sort of matches. Like I said, tried to keep it kind of oranges, but without being too bright orange. It's just to match the fabric, really. This is a vintage receipt, a scan of one. Doily and a paper bag that I've just popped some, this was wallpaper, vintage wallpaper I had, and that's a piece of the actual wallpaper, but because it had the oranges on it, I just thought that was quite nice. That pops in there. You could have a little journaling card. This is like a really shrunk down index file folder. So again, kept it because of the oranges, and then did I coffee dye that side? I don't think I did, no. But it's not, you know, harsh white or anything. Actually, that popped that way around, didn't it? Coffee dyed paper. This is an Artie Mays freebie. Just a nice collage sheet in the right sort of oranges. And then in the centre, this is something I have started doing now and then. I've just popped, this was something I'd fussy cut from a book. Just as a little butterfly in the centre, which I think makes a nice centre of a signature there. It's a bit of a surprise, it's a bit of a pop-up, just lovely. But the joy of it is, although it pops up and that looks great like that, I think, at least when you then close the journal, it folds completely flat. The other side of there, this is one page. It's supposed to be a page from a kit, but I really shrunk it down just to make a mini little journaling card that clips on there. This is a vintage cigarette card. It's the actual card. A bit yellow maybe, but I just thought you could get away with that being orange. The other side of the bag, I have split, you know, slit the bottom, so you could pop things in there if you wanted to. Listen to that noise, just lovely. The other side of the doily. This is a calico collage jar, and I've just shrunk that down just because I liked the colours for there. The other side of that scanned receipt. This is a check. I can't remember where I've had this from. It could be the old design shop, or it could be a freebie. I can't remember. I really shrunk that down, and that just to make a little card that fits in here. This was a freebie from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I've put one there, turn the page, and then there's another one there, and just popped a little vintage bingo piece of ephemera for there. The other side of that dictionary scanned sheet, which again is the most perfect colours for this journal. The Dowsport Bridge scoring card, that vintage, not vintage, but the ledger I had off somebody on Etsy, can't remember who. This is, I can't remember where this is from, but that's a lovely flip up, so you can do your secret journaling. And then you're back to the back page. I love this. I think it really suits the journal. So I'll pop the closure back on it afterwards. So that's all I've got for now. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.